Suddenly, a voice called out above the others. I caught one, and it was my own. I thrust my hand into the jar and spread it open. The jar glowed like moonlight, and I held it in my hands. I felt a tremble of joy and shouted, I can catch hundreds. So I want to think about what the author said, how the child caught the firefly. How do we know the child put the firefly in the jar? Let's visualize with me what's happening. I thrust my hand into the jar and spread it open. So it's almost like he's taking his hand and thrusting it into the jar. Once his hand's in the jar, he spreads it open and the firefly comes out. Really good job. When we stop to visualize, really picture the action in your mind. It will help us inference like the child put the firefly in the jar and close the lid, even without the author specifically stating that in the book. When we dashed about, waving our hands in the air like nests, catching 2, 10, hundreds of fireflies, thrusting them into the jars, waving our hands for more. Then someone called from my house, it's time to come in now, and others called from other houses, and it was over. My friends took jars of fireflies to different homes. I climbed the stairs to my room and set the jar on a table by my bed. Mama kissed me and turned out the light. I caught hundreds, I said. Daddy called from the hallway. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile, I called back. I caught hundreds of fireflies. Now I want you to do another talk, which on the next slide you'll type your response in. How is the child feeling, and how do you know? I want to give you a little bit of a hint. Look at the lines that are constantly repeating. Okay, think of what was constantly resaid, and you can rewatch this video again before you type in your answer on the next slide. But how is the child feeling, and how do you know?